Damn, they hung up on me. Hey there, Steve Rossman here from Business Online TV, and if you don't want to get hung up on, you better stay tuned for this this interview here, because we have Jenny Cartwright, probably one of Australia's leading telesales trainers, right here with us now. Welcome along, Jenny.
Thank you, Steve. It's great to be here.
Not only are you one of Australia's best telesales trainers, but you have been invited to speak at the same event as Sir Richard Branson.
It's very exciting.
Ah, absolutely fantastic. And you're going to be talking about?
How to increase your sales.
Funny about that. So that's the type of person we have with us today. Now, telesales training, do people still use the phone?
Oh, Steve, do not say that to me. I've always believed that the telephone is the most powerful business tool we have. It still is. The trouble is, people have forgotten how to use it professionally, and they lose so many sales just by not using it properly.
When I think of telesales, I think of the irritating, foreign sounding calls that we get at dinner time.
I understand. Unfortunately, those people can't be helped because they're usually calling from overseas and they haven't been trained. Yeah. And you always get that gap. You know that gap you get where before someone speaks and then you know it's someone trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
So in telesales, we've got to really avoid resistance. We really don't want resistance. So the way we avoid resistance is by being totally professional. You only get 15 seconds to make a first good impression on the phone.
Okay. And
what people do is, sadly, they go start a call with, "Hello, do you have time to talk now?" I mean, ridiculous.
No, sorry. I'm out of here.
Or they start with a, "Hello, I'm Sally from XYZ Computer Services. I was wondering if I could tell you a bit about our products."
Wow. Okay, I'm sitting here on the phone and you want to talk to me about something. How would you do it?
Well, I would always start with a major benefit to the customer, because the customer's only interested in what's in it for them. They're not interested in what you do. What you want to say is, you know, I, for example, would go in and say, I'm Jenny Cartwright from Sales and Telesales Solutions. I would not say, "How are you today?" Because when you don't know someone, it is very, very bad to say, "How are you today?" because the person on the other end of the phone knows immediately that it's a cold call and someone's trying to sell them something.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah,
so I would then, or they say, "Do you have time to talk now?" No, we don't ask a question like that because it's closed. So I would say, "I've got a way that I could show your sales team how to increase their sales by 30% immediately." So after this interest-grabbing statement, you're really wanting them to say, "Well, how would you do that?" But you don't allow them to because you go straight into questions.
Okay.
But what a lot of telephone salespeople do, they're not trained how to do this. They haven't developed an interest-grabbing statement. So they go in talking about what they do. So, I mean, Joe Blogs from XYZ IT company, "Can I tell you about our products?" Boom.
And that's a mistake that people on the internet make, people in face-to-face sales make, and now people on the phone. You're just saying that people just get in and they just want to talk about themselves.
That's exactly right. And the customer is not interested about you, he's only interested in that WIFM station, what's in it for me. So we've got to always talk in benefits to the person.
Okay, now you've worked with a lot of top-line companies. And what sort of results do you get with people that are able to go through a proper sales training for the phone?
Well, it depends. Some people want a one-day course where it's more like a seminar and they get hundreds of tips and tricks and how to do telephone sales professionally. However, I get much better results when we train for 1, 2, 3 days because we can really make a difference in people's confidence. Because once they know the skills, they actually know how to do it. Then they have the confidence to do it. And what so many people are afraid of is rejection, and they don't want to do cold calling.
Yeah.
But when they do know how to do it, it's just so powerful. And
can I just jump in? And that fear of rejection is because they're all there and they're just trying to sell. And I think off camera we were talking before about it's just the start of relationship building. And when people think about that, then they should overcome their fears of rejection. That's how you see it, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you're actually doing a disservice. You've got to think of it as doing a disservice to a customer if you don't call them. I mean, are you looking after them? If they bought from you, you need to go and call them to see if they're happy.
Yeah.
If you have made an appointment with someone and you've had the appointment, you need to follow up that appointment. And if you send information out to them, it's absolutely vital that you follow that information up. Otherwise, you're wasting 20% of the company's money.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm carried away with the talk, and I haven't even mentioned the book that's just been sitting here. You've actually written the book, Don't Get Hung Up.
That's right.
What's in the book?
Well, it's like the Bible of telephone sales. Thousands of people have this on their desk.
Yeah.
So it gives you tips, over 200 tips and tricks on
Wow.
how to get business by phone. So how to open your call, how to do the sales presentation when you actually get to it, how to do the questioning and listening process, how to put testimonials into your presentation so it makes it more interesting, how to close the sale, and how to do the follow-up as well.
Importantly, how can they get hold of this?
They can go to my website, www.telesalestraining.com.au.
We'll have that written across there. Not only do you have the book, but you've got some audio information that you'd love to give these people here as well. What's in that audio information?
Well, I have CDs and DVDs of my actual public workshops.
Mm-hmm.
So people can come to a public workshop or do an in-house training and then take the information away so that they can revise and revise and revise, because they'll never remember everything from a one-day course.
Yeah.
And then also I have, for the listeners today, I have a very special offer. If they would like to email.
And we'll put the details across there, so just very simple, just follow what we've got here. Yep.
I will send them a link to a download of a 1-hour session on Pearls of Wisdom for Telemarketing Success.
And in that 1 hour, I'm sure there will be some great pearls. And look, if you just listen to those before you have to go and make a call, there'll be some things there that will help you with your scripts and how to put it all together. That's what they're going to get, isn't it?
That's right, exactly.
Fantastic. Well, if you don't want to get hung up on getting hung up on, get the book, listen to the audio, and contact Jen, because as I said, she's been asked to speak with the best of the best. She knows her stuff. Get the phone out, start ringing, and start making yourself some money. Thanks for coming in, and I'll get back and I'll see if I can get through and not get hung up on today. We'll see you again real soon. Cheers.